Oh, what is going on, everybody? It is Pixel Parties here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we left off,
this guy.
Yes, and Courtney has flip-flopped to our side, and now she's indicted him.
Her sprite looks real weird right now.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just mirrored.
Pretty much. And so now we're trying to get him found as guilty. And then we're doing all the stuff with the burn.
Now all he has on his side right now is Sebastian, and he needs to get his butt over on ours because his dad is not a good dad.
Yeah. And when it comes to where was the culprit's burn, I'll assume it was being hidden by the conductor's clothes or something. I'm not quite sure exactly, but I know this is the answer because I made sure it's the answer.
You just don't know the end of it. That's right, you just look up to see what to hit and then you stop.
Yeah, if we've made it to an ending where I'm kind of lost or if we're low on health, I'll just kind of be like, let me just make sure I know what's going on here.
So like and whatever happens after this, we don't.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Yeah, and and you're the only one who ever knows which to pick too. You don't even tell me.
Pretty much. It was what the conductor was wearing during the auction. In other words, the outfit you were wearing at the time. What can you figure out from the clothes alone?
No fashion.
The conductor had been wearing a white suit, white gloves, and a mask. His attire had covered up most of his skin. However, according to Miss Jensen's testimony, the conductor's mask exposed a small part of his face. In addition, while she thought there had been a tattoo there, it's possible that she simply mistook the burn mark for a tattoo.
Ah.
A burn mark on his face? It's all very
scintillating.
Scintillating. But I'm afraid you're getting excited over nothing, you know. None of the PIC members have any burn marks on their faces, you see?
It's something.
Scintillating, but I didn't think that was spelled right for it, but...
Yeah, I guess it's spelled the same way science is with the SC.
Huh.
Huh, the more you know.
That includes me as well, you know. Huh? But, Pops? But... Sebastian, could you please be quiet? If you're an idiot, then act like one, you know.
Jeez. Poor kid. Sebastian, get your butt over here.
Normally Sebastian is a nuisance to everyone around him. But this time I owe him my gratitude. That reaction from Blaise, his own son, reveals the truth more clear than anything else.
Yeah.
Thanks to him, I am confident that my reasoning is correct. I know who that unidentified piece of evidence belongs to.
I wonder what's wrong with that prosecutor.
Usually Sebastian is slower to arrive at the truth than anyone else. However, this time he has probably figured it out.
Because it's his dad.
His own father is a criminal.
Since he knows the truth, he's in pain, isn't he? If he didn't know the truth, he could have remained blissful in his ignorance.
Kay, stop. Kay, we're here in order to pursue the truth. It doesn't matter what path my reasoning takes, the important thing is to arrive at the truth. Once before, when I lost faith in my reasoning, you said that to me and showed me the way. This time I shall show you the truth. You are innocent.
I also want to know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, please tell me.
Yes, that's the spirit of justice. It's impossible, you know, for all of you.
You have a problem.
I mean, just where could I possibly have that burn mark? It's nowhere to be found, you see. There's evidence to prove that I'm the culprit, you know.
I just realized this whole time, his goggles are full.
Yeah, they're pretty much always full.
I never
it's really
noticed
strange.
That. Like every time he blinks, it wiggles.
Yeah,
I
pretty
never
much.
noticed that. It's because I'm blind because of my glasses, and the screen is just far enough away, and I never really stared at his eyes. But I'm like, dude, isn't that uncomfortable?
You would imagine. That's right. There's no contradiction at all.
Aw, poor kid.
There's no way there could be a contradiction. Not for my pops.
Oh.
Sebastian, I understand why you won't want to admit it. However, if you avert your eyes from the truth, you will regret it forever. Pops, what should I do? I really wonder why you're such an idiot, you know. Sebastian, if you want to save me, you'll have to try a little bit harder, you see. Gotta use your head, you know. Honestly, you really are a useless idiot.
Wow.
No way! But I tried real hard. I tried my best, Pops. I went to the school you told me to go to and reached the top of my class just like you told me to.
He did?
Just like this jacket. Only someone who graduates at the top of this class gets to wear it. I did everything you told me to do. That's how I got to be the best at the academy. I even won all those awards just so I could be like you, Pops.
How?
I paid off the principal, you know. You really are such an idiot, you know. You know those gold stars you got on your tests? I mean, the teachers give them to you. Every speech and debate contest, all the judges were my friends. You know, Sebastian, if you weren't even able to notice something like that, you're really not worthy of being called my son, don't you think?
He went there!
No!
My baby! No, come back! You fucking...
Even my son has disappeared. Oh my. Stuff to make me cry, you know.
Oh, you.
He was trying his best for me, and he was totally useless, you know.
It's your fault he's dumb!
You are truly a despicable person.
For real.
As a chairman of the PIC, and as a father.
Even I feel sorry for that foolish prosecutor. Poor Mr. Prosecutor. Blaise the best, you. Just what do you think of your own son?
He's just a useless pawn, you see. Well now, maybe you should look into the mirror before you criticize me, you know. I mean, even you also used Sebastian to get close to me, didn't you?
I cannot deny that. However, he's not a mere pawn. He always tries to do his very best, even if the results aren't up to par. I've seen just how hard he tries, and yet you refuse to even acknowledge it.
That kid is no good, you see. No matter what he does, or is told to do.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall leave this offering to the goddess of law. Oh, to you. Deliver her divine judgment against Blaise the best.
Yes, that was my intention from the beginning.
Did I read that right? The line before the one I just did?
I think so.
It felt weird.
You're good. There was a burn mark on the conductor's face.
It is what it is.
And Blaise the best must be hiding it. What was he wearing during the auction? That is, the key to revealing the truth.
Well then, allow me to hear your answer. Please show the piece of evidence that proves the culprit had a burn mark on his face.
Okay. Let's think here for a second. Piece of evidence that proves he had a burn mark on his face. No, those are just all that. The victim's letter, keycard record, stuffed animal, Lotta's testimony. Huh.
Hold up.
Yes?
The Gem and Ninja mask. That covers the entire face.
Yeah. And we also know that is the victims.
Yeah.
Not the conductors.
So, that...
No, that wouldn't be it. We're trying to prove that you could see the burn mark on Blaise's face.
Because, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the victim wore the mask that covered the face.
Well, no, that's already been known. We already know that he was wearing that green mask.
Yeah.
So the Gem Ninja mask has nothing to do with that.
Well, then how? Like, what?
That's what I'm looking through.
There's nothing.
Karen's testimony? No, not that. I don't think. We randomly have that for some reason. Masks. Many different types are provided.
What if his beard is a wig? His beard is the wavy wig.
Honestly, I mean, that might ironically be it. Because maybe he doesn't usually wear that, which would be doesn't usually have facial hair. Because, I mean, obviously that had to have not been there in the first place. Like, my assumption is that...
why would they mention a wavy wig and not have it be for anything?
I would figure they would be using that for something later on, but...
Because if the wavy wig wasn't being used that night, then...
He could be using it now.
And if it's his beard, then it would be, covering...
Fuck, we'll go for
his face.
Oh my god.
Was I right?
That's it. It's because he's wearing the curly wig on his face.
I suspected that to be his beard from the very first time we heard about the wavy wig.
I didn't think about that.
I did.
It wasn't until we heard about... It wasn't until there was the possibility of a burn mark on his face and the fact that the mask that he was wearing at the time didn't have a bottom to it. I've been like, then he was seeing his beard, so he must not usually have that. So, yeah, that's what it's got to be. If you were to call Miss Jensen's testimony, there's still one point that remains unexplained.
It's like the moment they're like, oh, tattoo, I'm like, maybe he uses a wig to cover it, his facial hair.
2 types of wigs have been prepared, one of which was left unused.
Do you mean the wavy wig? What are you talking about?
It was something Miss Jensen found when she switched places with the victim.
What does something like that have to do with a burn?
Inside the costume trunk, Miss Jensen witnessed 2 wigs. One of them had been used by Miss Jensen to make her look like the victim. Now then, just what was the other wig used for?
It doesn't seem like it was a spare wig.
There's no need to overthink it. Just compare the attire of the true culprit, the conductor, with that of Blaise the Best.
Nah.
Don't stare at me like that. Don't you think there's just one spot where there is a huge contradiction? Specifically, around his face?
So that's... not a wig at all.
Indeed. It was no wig. Blaise the Best, it was your fake beard.
Oh.
This is a real beard, you know. Don't tease me like that, Edgeworth. Your son must have realized the truth before anyone else. That's why he was trying so desperately to protect you. You're also worried that he would tell the truth. Ooh, excuse me. Isn't that why you drove your son away from here? Because he knew that his father was hiding a burn under his fake beard? Blaise the Best. How about you remove that fake beard of yours?
Oh. Whoa! It turned into a freaking volcano. Oh my god!
Oh my.
A burn mark. Prosecutor Edgeworth, justice has been served before the goddess of law. For that, I give you my thanks.
I should be the one thanking you.
Blaise the Best, I hereby announce my verdict. You shall be taken into custody for the murder of Jill Crane. You could tell just how ripped he is now.
Yeah.
You could see his pecs.
You can see everything. Jesus.
It was
PIC meeting room.
It was
Told
weird.
you he was a big boy.
Mr. Edgeworth, thank you very much. I'm so happy that you believed in me to the very end.
Yeah, can you get your memories back now?
For real.
There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor? No. As a friend.
Aww.
I simply wanted to save you.
Oh, isn't this wonderful? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I bring good tidings. It seems that former Chairman DeBest has been safely detained in the detention center. However, the search for the murder weapon, the auction gavel, continues. Blaise DeBest is a shrewd man. There's a good chance that he has already disposed of it. There's also one piece of testimony that concerns me. Blaise DeBest mentioned that the only thing he did not fake were the letters.
What do you mean?
First, he found this letter in Jill Crane's clothes. Then he also found this letter on Kay, who was unconscious in the storeroom. The contents of the letter seemed to suggest that the two had been corresponding with each other. Which is why Blaise DeBest assumed that the two were working together. Oh.
Ridiculous. That can't be right.
After reading the 2 letters, he decided to pin the crime on Kay Faraday. In order to cast suspicion on her, he planted one of the letters in a noticeable spot. The deceased Jill Crane's left breast pocket.
Isn't that just an excuse?
Yes, that is what I thought as well. It may have simply been a last-ditch effort to save himself. However, before the stern eyes of the goddess of law, these are all trivial matters. His crime shall certainly not go unpunished.
Boop.
With this, I have finally fulfilled one of my long-standing missions.
Judge Courtney, will you tell me what you know? Why did Blaise the Best murder Jill Crane? And what lies hidden behind this case?
Yes, I don't mind. You have the right to know everything. Well then. Long ago, Jill Crane was in love with a cameraman.
Okay.
That man was pursuing the black market auction as a journalist. And then, before he could reach the truth, he was erased. Yeesh. The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaise. Although, in the end, she was the one who was murdered instead.
I see. So that's what happened.
That's sad. While the goddess of law cannot condone her actions, we have succeeded in her goal of bringing Blaise the Best crimes to light.
So Judge Courtney's goal was to expose Blaise the Best and reveal the dark secrets of the PIC.
By the way, what happened to the young prosecutor? We've been able to contact him for some time now. Oh no. Do you have any idea where he might be? I had not been truly working for him, so... I see. I feel very sorry for him. What you should be sorry for is the fact that he was kept in the dark until now. No matter how cruel reality is, he will have to accept it. If he can't, he won't be able to walk his own path in life. She's speaking from the heart.
Yeah?
From experience. Ever.
A father's influence is not something that is easily erased.
Nope.
However, I'm sure he will be able to change from here on out.
Yes, that's right. Surely, you must be right. Will I too be able to walk my own path in life? Kay, is your body alright? Yes, thanks to you. I'm so sorry, even though you're my patient. You ended up getting suspected because of me. Ouch! You can't just take care of the patient's body, you gotta take care of the heart too. That's my granny. Okay, how are your memories? I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. Well then, I shall take my leave here.
Inject her with the anti-amnesiac serum.
Anti-amnesia. I'll be presiding over Patricia Rowland's trial.
That'll be the trial for the murder of Horace Knightley. Who's in charge of the defense?
Miss Crane was supposed to be her defense attorney, but now that she's passed away, we're currently arranging for a replacement defense attorney.
Jill Crane had been in charge of Patricia Rowland's defense?
I'll also have to get in contact with Sebastian quickly, since he's the prosecutor in charge. Well then... please wait. What about Mr. Edgeworth's prosecutor's badge? What will happen to his prosecutor's badge? With the shaman's arrest, the PIC is no longer functional, so I cannot answer that question easily. Perhaps one could say, only the goddess of law knows. But that's...
You don't need to worry about me. This is the path I have chosen.
It seems you have no plans to change it either.
Of course not. I chose this path to seek the truth.
With the departure of Blaise the Best, the law has once again returned to our hands. If you truly desire to continue the prosecutor's path, I'm willing to assist you in reclaiming your badge.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I must decline. I did not relinquish my badge with half-hearted feelings.
I see. It seems that our paths of law will continue to run counter to each other.
Until our paths cross once again, I shall have you hold on to that badge.
That was my intention from the start. She's not happy. However, on occasion, the goddess of law is quite generous. Please return this notebook to its proper owner.
Kay's promise notebook?
It seems this was scheduled to be put up for bidding at the black market auction. The name K is written on the notebook. Seems Blaise to best quickly realize this belonged to the girl. Since the letters he found also contained the same name...
You speak as if he really did not know about the letters. Are you saying that Blaise really did not prepare the letters himself?
Yes, that man said so himself. Kay Faraday's goal was to steal back the notebook. Jill Crane's goal was to get revenge. In order to achieve their goals, the two teamed up to infiltrate the auction. Or so he says.
Unfortunately, this was all Blaise's misunderstanding. It was purely a coincidence. If the attorney from the PIC and K really were acquaintances, it'd be strange that she never mentioned it to me, considering her personality.
You really do trust her, don't you?
Huh.
In the end, the notebook was used as another red herring, but it's something that is very important to that girl, isn't it? I'll make a special exception and return it. I'm sure that's what the goddess of law desires.
That's, I appreciate it.
I shall pray that she recovers her lost memories. Same. Bye. Thanks. Is something wrong? What was that noise?
Okay. I'm returning something very important to you.
Whoa, that's kind of intimidating. This is... Always greets people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Aww. Aw, that's so cute. She's like, look, Daddy, I wrote them all down. Yep, I'll be sure to follow all of our promises and become a hero just like you, Daddy. Ah, that's right. There was one more. I forgot to write down the most important promise. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I'll be sure to remember. I'll never, ever forget them. Aw. Always try your hardest to learn things you don't understand. That's right. I am... Oh gosh. You alright there? Just silent screaming. I am... the great thief who steals the truth, Kay Faraday! I'm the second Yatagarasu and Mr. Edgeworth's assistant!
Okay, you remember?
It's kind of embarrassing, though. Thank you so much. It's all thanks to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Even when I lost my memories, you were still always trying to save me, right?
Seems you're back to normal.
There's that smirk we know and love, and that theme we know and love that doesn't bring tears. Wow, Kay, you've gotten better. You're like a totally different person. Your health comes first. Now you can relax. Just make sure you don't run off and lose all your memories again. Ha, Miss Jensen, Dr. Young, thanks for worrying about me. Hey, if you're feeling all better, how about changing back into your own clothes? I washed your clothes for you, Kay, so they're nice and clean.
These clothes. Wasn't Detective Gumshoe holding on to them?
He said forensics was done with them, so he gave them back to me.
Have they revealed the results of the analysis yet?
To be honest, I actually didn't think to ask about that. Oops. Now, more importantly, let's hurry up and get you changed, Kay.
Still, doesn't matter if we do not remove her bandages.
She should be fine now. Kay just bumped her head. She didn't really have any other major injuries. Why'd you slap your grandma when you said that?
Why was she so heavily bandaged?
Better safe than sorry. A pound of prevention is worth an ounce of cure. That's my motto.
What a troublesome motto.
So she put excessive amounts of bandages on her. Come on, Kay. Let's get you dressed up over there. So she put way more bandage. Man, I couldn't use my other eye, and it was horrible. It works totally fine, but she's like, no, you've got a scratch by your eye, so you better cover your hole. Now this is definitely what a great thief should look like. The smile certainly suits you best. In the past, and now as well. Miss Von Karma, thank you for coming too. I only came because Scruffy asked me to. that Scruffy. He also wanted to see your energetic self again. Wow, you're a tsundere. Gummy! What happened to Gummy? Who knows? Maybe he was disgusted with the man who willingly threw away his prosecutor's badge. Oh.
Detective Gumshoe.
I must be going soon. I'll be taking these ladies in for questioning. Huh? What's going to happen to the two of them? One ended in the murder of an attorney, the other forged an autopsy report 18 years ago. Those crimes definitely won't disappear. Of course, I will mention in court that they were being blackmailed by Blaise. We'll be just fine, as long as Granny's by my side, we're invincible. Strange people. Well then, take care.
Good luck.
I need all the luck I can get.
Now then. Okay.
She's back!
Sorry to ask so soon after you regained your memories, but I have some questions. By the way, Lotto's just still hanging out here like, I ain't got nowhere to go, so... this is gonna be it for me in this series,
just
so...
a touching story. Sure, ask me anything you want.
What were you doing on the day you lost your memories?
I don't remember. On that day, I was asked to come to Gourd Lake. I don't know who called me there, though. As I was watching the moon at Gourd Lake... a person in a red raincoat approached me.
Interesting.
All of a sudden, he used some kind of drug to knock me out.
What?
What?
What is she saying? The place where Kay saw the moon was at Gourd Lake?
Wow, her memories got messed up. When I woke up, it seems I somehow ended up on the roof of the Grand Tower. My mind was still in a daze, so I stumbled around for a bit. That's when I found the person in the red raincoat collapsed. I was startled, and when I stepped back in panic... I fell from a high place and got knocked out cold again. And when I woke up, all my memories were gone.
Huh.
The person in the red raincoat, who exactly was that person? Oh yeah, I was certain that I saw them walking in midair. Somehow this is all starting to make my head hurt.
Please calm down. You're just a little confused because you've only recently gotten your memories back. Most likely this is the main cause of your confused memories.
Memories of two places?
Wait, what? Ow, now my head hurts. Ow, what?
You fell in a hole.
I mean,
Your name on the notebook.
I mean, that one doesn't make any sense, but...
Memories of two places.
I mean, because technically the thing that's been throwing her off is the fact that...
She was at one place and then she was drugged and knocked out and taken to another and then knocked out again.
Yeah, and her brain, just a few minutes before she came back normal, thought of the fact that she saw that ghost out on the rooftop of the roof.
Yeah.
But again, you fell in a hole could be, the cause of the confused memories in general because, you bumped your head and you lost half your memories and the other ones got all jumbled up.
But she's also talking about Gourd Lake. Memory of two places.
This is probably the main cause of your confused memories. You saw the moon at both the Gourd Lake Park and the Grand Tower rooftop, which led you to confuse the two places.
Huh? But aren't they totally different places? Even if I was in a daze, do you really think I'd get them confused?
Most likely there was something at the Grand Tower which led you to confusion. Well, I mean, that would be this little thing right here, because that was, because there was a stand at the thingy and then the stand. The Grand Tower rooftop and Gourd Lake have 2 points in common. They both have a cherry tree and a food stall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now that you mention it.
Your memories were confused because you had been in 2 similar locations.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Man, the person that you first saw could not have been walking in midair. They were simply walking on the ground at Gourd Lake Park. You must have gotten that scene confused with the Grand Tower rooftop.
So that's what happened. How dare they steal the memories of a great thief? They'll pay for this. It's good to have her back.
Nevertheless, I wonder who the person that assaulted Kay was. The person in the red raincoat who appeared at Gourd Lake. That doesn't sound good.
I didn't do it.
What's that noise?
Sounds like it's coming from the storeroom. Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. What's this? My shutterbug sense is tingling. I smell me another scoop.
There's a bomb up there that's about to go off and blow the whole building up. You're still here?
Even he didn't know.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god, girl, calm down. How much film do you have?
All of it. All of it.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Edgeworth, this walkie-talkie thing here is what's beeping.
Huh? It's transceiver. Why do I feel like I've seen it somewhere before?
Hey. We know that thing.
I was about to say, you think what I'm thinking?
Yep.
Is it the killer? I mean, he did pop way long ago saying he knew the truth and that Edgeworth was gonna figure out one day.
Yep.
I mean, the question...
Because it's the same transceiver he gave Phoenix, remember?
You know what?
That's why it's in evidence. What?
That's not what I want to look at.
What?
I think that this was written to Kay by the killer.
Really?
I promise that I'll get it back for you, your most precious memory. Why else would you have in quotation marks? Like, come on. That's super sus there. Ever since day one, I've been like, that's sus.
Shelly is sus.
So, anyways, let's not interrupt it and go back to this.
It's still beeping, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not particularly familiar with this sort of device.
Come on, we have to answer it. Here goes. Hello, Edgeworth speaking.
Kay, please don't just answer it on your own. I'm speaking with Mr. Miles Edgeworth, I presume.
That's totally
This
him.
voice is Shelly the killer.
Yep.
I congratulate you on resolving the case. However, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved? Are you aware of the mastermind who is pulling the strings behind this incident? What do you know about the incident?
Why do you know?
Or why do you know about the incident? It's not important right now, wouldn't you agree? Right now we're discussing the mastermind behind this case. I've had an inkling that such a person existed even before you said anything. After all, there was evidence to suggest that someone had used Kay to disrupt the investigation.
Huh? There was? So, who's this mastermind?
I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Would you kindly show me evidence that indicates the existence of a mastermind?
You can see it? Are you watching?
What
do you mean
he's always watching. Are you kidding
everywhere.
me? Alright. Evidence that indicates the evidence
letter, maybe?
of a mastermind. Was what I was saying the case? Let me read the victim's letter again. The miscreant thing is on a gland, stone. Okay. Not the key card. Stuffed animal. Lotta's testimony. Autopsy report. Candelabra. Key card.
But wait, what did the letter say again? Not that one.
Oh.
The other one.
It was
There was a lot of words.
It was a thank you letter, essentially. Thanks so much for my plan. I'm glad we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Okay. Is it the letter?
I think it's one of those. You don't think it's...
I don't think ever.
Like, it doesn't feel like Kay would exchange letters with someone like that.
But that doesn't really involve the case. Huh.
What do you mean?
Because we're talking about the mastermind of everything that's been going on with the smuggling ring.
Earlier they were just saying how smuggling ring, that's not what they're talking about right now. Because earlier, remember, they were emphasizing about the letters, and Ezra's like, that's weird. And so now they're like, oh, what shows that there was another person involved in all this? And they'd be like, well, the letters.
I'll go with the letter. This indicates the existence of a mastermind in this case.
I can't say I really understand.
I'm very sorry, but I also do not understand. So this wasn't it. Wasn't there anything that was left unexplained among the evidence?
Yeah, the letters.
Hey, what's your answer? I just presented one of the letters.
Maybe it's the other letter.
You're kind of sure of the evidence that indicates that... Well, it's something that's unexplained. Something unexplained.
Kay's letter was unexplained. Because we understood... I figured out what hers meant, but... Her plan, revenge for 12 years ago?
I don't think this is anything, but...
Ha-ha!
What? Okay, it was a letter that Kay allegedly sent to the victim.
This is why you have to trust me sometimes.
Come to think of it, I don't remember writing that letter at all.
Boom!
Who could have prepared this letter? I too am quite curious to know. So you're not the one who wrote the letter? What could I possibly gain from doing such an act? Is it not necessary for you to stand in court in order to make the truth clear? What can you possibly do now that your badge has been taken away from you? I look forward to finding out from the shadows. This man, how does he know that? Do we have an understanding? Please ensure you do not betray my trust.
Oh god.
You would excuse me?
We know what happens to people who do that.
Yep.
You said the case wasn't solved yet. What do you mean by that? Why would Mr. the Killer even bother telling us that? Ugh, nothing makes sense anymore.
This case has not reached its true conclusion yet.
I missed that when I didn't understand anything at all and I knew nothing, and now I have all these things to think about and get a headache over.
Although I've lost my prosecutor's badge, who I am still has not changed.
They keep saying he's been taken away. It wasn't taken away. He
just kind of gave it away. Well, I don't know where this may lead me. I shall reveal the truth. I swear it. And
the end
is the end of that case.
The end.
And then, next time we will begin the finale.
The grand turnabout.
And we're going to do that next time.
Ooh, looking forward to it.
We'll get to the conclusion.
I'm so glad we have our girl
chaos.
back.
I know, right?
Now we have to go find Sebastian and give him a hug and some cotton candy.
I know, right?